Hello, a very good morning to you all. Very good morning. Beautiful morning from Daddy Chris here from the African Renaissance Television desk here in London. Today is a great day indeed. Yes, it is a great day. Nigeria is 65 years old. Guy, you know, that is something to celebrate. Let's put everything aside. That we are still alive at 65, we should be happy. Because we've gone through a lot. From the 1967 when I was born, the 70 when of that bloody civil war, and since then we've actually been facing civil war. So I think there's a reason to celebrate that we are still alive at 65. That's what this today's show is going to be all about. You know, sometimes I don't even want to watch my own show because, you know, sometimes I think I have become a prophet of doom. You know, the one that brings in bad news. I'm trying to be positive today. But can we be at this moment? It's a question we all need to ask. But perhaps, if we are sincere with ourselves, my message might not just be that bad. I may just be pointing out the truth. So today, I want to quickly look at something I call the unfinished farm. Then the question I ask, at 65 years old, Nigeria, are we still tenants on our own land? It's a very big question. Are we still tenants in our own land, on our own land? So just in case you missed the news, let me tell you a story. And this is a beautiful story. I'm going to run it quickly with you. Once upon a time, a landlord living on a vast land, a very large piece of land, very large. The land was rich. Its river flowed with life. And beneath the surface lays unimaginable treasure. Let's get this clear. I said, once upon a time, we know of a landlord who lived in a very beautiful land. Is that the landlord? The land is a beautiful piece of land. I said the soil was rich. Its river flows with life. And beneath the surface lies unimaginable treasure. Hi. That person may be Nigeria, maybe Africa. Then I said, let's move on quickly. The other part of the story is one day, a stranger arrived, saw the potential in that land. What did he do? He forcefully became the caretaker. He murdered some, forced some with military might. And he became the caretaker of the land. Do you get it? And then he now named the land with what he discovered there. He named one of the land Gold Coast, because that's where he saw gold. He named one Ivory Coast, because that place is full of ivory. And one place they call Niger, because when you get to the coast of River Niger, there was life flowing. The flow of life was there. They took this across the entire Africa. Today is not a very great day. Say for decades, this stranger cultivated, extracted, profited. They refer to it, their magnificent African cake. The king of Belgium, sir. Maybe he don't die now. But that's what the man said. He's going to go and take his own share of the magnificent African cake. Nothing lasts forever. Then one day, the children of the original landlord grew wiser. They became wise. They saw that to be controlled by another is to be denied of their own destiny. In a wave of courage and fire, they protested, they fought, and they took over. Let's get the story clear. A landlord owned a piece of land. The land is rich, full of everything you can think of. Then one day a stranger came. Stranger saw the potential in the land and forcefully took over the land from them, and he became the caretaker of the land. The landlord is still there, now serving the caretaker. And the caretaker was clever enough to name it, because it's all they came for is just to come and see what is there. So where they saw a lot of gold, they call it the Gold Coast. Where they saw a lot of ivory, they call it ivory. And in Nigeria, they saw a lot of beautiful river flowing, they call it Nigeria. And so the Niger, and so the Uganda. That's not the story of today. I said the race. You know what we did? For decades, that stranger cultivated, extracted, and profited from the land. Until the day came when the children of the landlord grew wiser. They became wise. And they said to be controlled by someone else is equal to be deprived of their own destiny. So they fought for what they call their rights. They want to take control of their life. And they forcefully took it over. Now the children raised up flags. They sang a new national anthem and declared, the land is ours. This is our independence. That is a hard-won victory we're celebrating today. Like I have somebody in the platform. Okay. Hello. Is that Abuja? I'm having too many Abuja on the platform today. Okay. That's not a good start. Today is Nigeria Independence Day. It started, I can see you, but I can't see you on the platform. Hopefully it will get better. That's how it works. All right. That is Edith joining us from our other studio in Abuja. What did they do? I'll try and keep adding you until it becomes clearer. Hey, very good morning to you, young lady. How are you? All right. Today is Nigeria Independence Day. We expect that the network will be better. I can hear you. Morning. So how is Life Camp in Abuja? That's Edith joining us from our studio in Life Camp. So how are you over there, young lady?
The weather is very beautiful. It's a sunny day today. It was really cold at night, but it's a sunny day today. It's a beautiful weather today at Life Camp in Abuja.
Wow. So I mean, that is good to hear, because all I hear is a message of doom. Thank God something positive came up. It's today Nigeria is 65, so the weather is good. That is something to celebrate. Okay. I can see a very young lady joining us from Asaba as well. Hello. That is Gloria from Asaba. Okay, what happened? She disappeared. She'll be right back. Listen, people, we're going to try and take a look at the Nigerian independence. That is what the Chris is looking at today. And if these young ladies can join me, I'll be more than happy to share this beautiful thought with them. As I was saying before, let me quickly recap. Quickly. I'm not going to go too long. That Edith, listen to me, young lady. Once upon a time, a landlord lives in a beautiful piece of land. Very beautiful piece of land. The land, in fact, on top of the land is beautiful. Under the land in fact, what is there is unbelievable, unimaginable treasure. And there's water flowing. What they say in the Bible, that a land is flowing with milk and honey. It's what this man has. Then one day, I said a stranger came. The stranger saw the beautiful land, and he forcefully took over the land from the landlord. So the stranger became the caretaker, and the landlord was there looking. Then a day came when the children of the landlord grew wiser, and they realized that no, we cannot be under these people for too long. Enough is enough. You guys going to give us, hand over what belongs to us. They fought and they got the keys to their land. Now I want to say today, they don't have the deeds. They have everything with them. And that is what we call the Nigerian independence. I hope you people are not going to disappear and continue to appear and disappear and disappear. All right. Welcome back, Edith. And welcome, Gloria.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Asaba. When you see this kind of women from Asaba and Abuja, you don't know what is going to happen. You know it can be disaster. Anyway, how you guys doing? Is Asaba warm or cold, or it's raining, or you are still flooded? Because that's all I hear in Asaba. Very cold.
Yes.
Anyway, Abuja is warm. So maybe when we finish the show, we might exchange two of you. You're going to go to the cold and get some cold. Eddie, I'm sure Eddie don't want it too cold, too hot. She wanted it a little bit cold. Anyway, I was just telling the beautiful story of our
Daddy Chris.
Yes. I was just telling a very beautiful story of how our forefathers owned a land. They were the landlord. The land is flowing with milk and honey. Under our soil is all kind of unimaginable treasure. The water is flowing. Anything you plant on our soil will grow. Then a day came, a stranger came. The stranger and the Europeans, they came. They saw that the land is so rich. So they forcefully took over the land from us. So they became the caretaker and we remain there looking because we don't have the power to fight. Let's assume that's the story. Now the children of the landlord, they now realize, how can this stranger come from nowhere and be controlling us here? We want our land back. So they fought and they got their land back. You know what's so funny about this, Edith and Gloria? This is a big lesson. When the European came, they were naming the land according to what they saw there. Where they saw gold, they call it the Gold Coast. Where they saw ivory, they call it Ivory Coast. I think there's still a place called I think they've named it now to Cote d'Ivoire. You understand? Yes, so Ghana, they rename now. No, this is the children of their own destiny. And I say, no, we cannot be named by Gold Coast. Our name is Ghana. But in Nigeria have not been able to change their names. And Ivory Coast, why we cancel the name in the name of Ivory? So they changed their name. That is our beautiful story. No, we did raise up flags. You know, we sang a new anthem. And we said this is our land. And I remember, I don't know, none of you here can sing the Nigerian national anthem. Can you? So when we were growing up, they taught us to sing, Nigeria, we our own dear native land. I'm not going to sing it all because none of you can sing that one. But you guys grow up and they taught you guys to sing, Arise, O compatriot, whatever the case. The children of the landlord, they came up with a national anthem. If you look at our background today, it's unfortunate that you guys
native land.
Yes. But you guys join me with a different background. Today, if you see my background, this is the flag we raise. The green, white, green. The beautiful story, the end there. Today, we are 65 years old. Now we are 65 years old. That is 65 years since we chased the caretakers away. That's where the story actually begins. Let me see whether I can add it again. Edith and Gloria, 65 years ago, we chased the caretakers away. The caretakers are the British, the French in other some countries, and la la la. Then my question today is that if we have successfully chased away the tenants, why are we not farming on our own land? We said the story is the stranger came.
Are you sure we have chased them?
Huh? Okay.
I don't think we have chased them away completely. Oh. They are still
Okay,
here.
they are
Oh.
still there. All right. That's another way to think about it. But otherwise, I don't think they are really there in full force. Maybe spiritually they are there. You know, Nigerians know how to do things. Say they live, don't say that they use juju, they control us. Otherwise, they are no more there with us. There's nothing we will not believe. I don't say if I talk too much now, they will tell me, say, nah, thank God, say, Evelyn not there, Evelyn for remind us where the juju they come from.
Evelyn knows they are going to take over from Evelyn.
I know. Said I want juju, now they do it now. You know? No, but children, let us, this is a serious matter. We own a land. We were not doing a lot with it, but God gave us a beautiful land. Like the Bible said, I'm going to give your children a land flowing with milk and honey. We inherited that land from our forefathers. Then the European came, they saw that our land is beautiful, that there's a lot on our land. They cultivated the land, young women. And then we realized that, oh, we are rich people. We don't need these people to be ruling us. We want them to leave. Yeah. So we fought and we sent them away. Now we own the land now. We're not thinking new anthem. In the case of Nigeria, we are 65 years old since we chased the British away. Then my question is, why are we not farming on our own land? Okay. You know the funniest thing? Like I said here, these people came and they glued to our land because the land was flowing with milk and honey. The very biblical promise to Abraham. They were not there to build us. But you can understand, they were about to manage the plantation. And I can forgive them. That's what they came to do. And everybody would have done that. You know, because even when we were trying to send them away, you know what they did? They fought back because there's so much money there. If you are the one, you've been able to conquer a place and people are telling you get away. No, the people that tell you to go, you're going to fight them.
Exactly.
So basically, they help us to kill some of our heroes. Like the days of Patrice Lumumba of Congo, we know how Kwame Nkrumah, who was fighting for the, in fact, all of them fought, but they are ghosts now. They become our forefathers. But the good thing is, we now have the keys. I said the question I see asking now having won the fight for the keys, what are we doing with the keys? Like I said the other day, I'm going to remove this so that I can see your faces. In my village, we call them the Deve boys. When I wanted to build my house in Lagos, it was the Omonile. They are the one that sell lands in Lagos. And if you look at an Omonile now they get better house. As if you go to Lagos now, the people that will sell land for you, their life never progressed once.
It's the same thing here in Abuja.
Abi?
Yeah.
God bless you, my daughter. If you choose to sell land, your life no dey grow. Like the boys that do the very in my place, they don't buy block. They don't buy block with the money.
They don't get anything. They don't get anything at all.
Unfortunately, that is what we became in Africa. We are now the very boys, or we are now the Omonile. You know why I said so? My children, let me ask you this. I said, like I said, yeah, the Omonile will never build it. They do not build, they do not cultivate, they do not plant a seed. You only appear when you want to raise the structure. Say, hey, where's our money? Have you seen what we are fighting for in Delta State now? I'm happy you are from Akwa Ibom. Oye people, all the people with me here, they are Oye women. Their land, they flow with Oye, they flow for this girl's land. If you want
milk
for wife,
and honey, oil.
You see these two women are getting here, their land left with Oye. If they look for wife, come. Not just they look. Anyway, so what happened is, this our land went Oye this way. Oye still there. We became the Deve boys for the same land. Anytime somebody want to build, we go say, well, You know, let me know. I'm going to come to that one. Let me ask my children one thing, because if somebody may not understand what I'm saying, and so I want to ask a question. The oil we have today in Nigeria, who discovered it? It was the British, my daughter. The British discovered the oil. So the oil you see in Nigeria now was discovered by who? The British. And you know what is so sad today? We remain on money. The companies actually drilling the oil. They are still Shell, Chevron. Have you seen them? If you want to get a good job, where do you go and get a job? If your partner work for Shell in those days, your partner big man. If they work for Chevron, all these are not, none of them in Nigerian company. So we are still on Monile now. The oil in our land, none of them. If we get oil company, come to drill the oil. Hey, all the engineers when they drill the oil, Nigeria now will be 65 years old. So it never is when we get engineers when go fit to drill oil. Waiting with the go school, they go do edit. So when they go to school, so you get oil for your land, you don't go learn how to drill the oil. What do they call they teach our engineers? Then they teach you waiting you go get, I mean waiting you get for your land. I don't understand. I go to school. I want to study engineering. Okay, I don't get diamond. I get oil for my land. Not be how to drill oil and go learn. Now diamond when I don't know. But is that in our curriculum? Is that what they even teach us? Is that our priority? If our priority, every Pekin today for know how to drill oil. Do you know that we cannot even discover the oil in our own land? We don't know if they look Nigerian land well. Our land, I just say oil day. Will they wait until British come again? When they come, they will come and go there. Hey, or you better discover oil for our land. Oh, the whole ship go tie Rapa come. They come say, yeah, now we get the time. They come tie Rapa. They come share money for them. You know the latest fight now? For the whole of this our Niger Delta area, now Tom Polo, one oil company, don't take over the security. You know what? You know Tom Polo job, the company, to secure the oil for Nigerian government. Everybody gets sleep. So you they secure your own oil for another person. So you will very be big man, you know, because they will give you 4 billion naira. The question we say before they give you 4 billion naira, imagine how much they collect for your land.
Exactly. Yes.
The Britain self, when it you know what did happen? The oil will leave Nigeria to Britain. Nigerian government don't even know the quantity of oil when they take. They say that's also quantity they take. They go pay us that one. We say go take and marry new wives. Nigeria, we are 65 years old today. It's not a good news. You see, I said we are contented with oil royalties. The bribe for contract, the settlement for Monile. Why the real work of farming, of building, of creating is often left, sometimes abandoned. My children, let me tell you one story. What did these colonial people saw? So sometimes we blame them. What they saw is they saw Africa. You see, when they came, there was no oil though. Let's not get it wrong. There was no oil. What they could saw was a place where they can farm cocoa because they like to eat chocolate. You understand? They saw gold. They add value to gold. Then what they saw in our area were a lot of wood. So they log. So they saw, they saw that they had, because Africa was a fresh land. We don't have something to cut the logs. So they brought motor saw. We call it motor saw. To saw the wood. And they've now cut the wood into pieces. You know what they did? They created the first best company we ever have in my area called Saple, ATMP, African Timber and Plywood. This is better than what they saw. The question is, the African Timber and Plywood, where is it now? Are you children telling me there's no more timber in our land? Why are we not sawing down our own timber now? Where's African Timber and Plywood?
We are all relying on the oil.
No, even that company was the best in Africa. That plywood was the best in Africa. Today, that company, they don't sell them. They don't turn out to hotel or they don't become real. Because we are very good at getting hotel. Now the women cost up now because all this is now the girls they cost up. And now they tell the money. And people like now they kind the money can't give. Otherwise, no, this is no joke. This is serious. You know why this is so sad is people came to your land. They saw the greatness in your land. They took it. They didn't go, listen, give them credit. They worked for it. It will not just come and take the oil and go. They drilled the oil. So they were not sleeping. They saw wood. They saw it down. They came up with things. You went your money there. When God give the land, what have you done with it? Today we are celebrating Nigeria at 65. We are celebrating debts when they don't owe for us. Our leaders don't take us borrow money. They don't do us do mortgage. The money where they take, so I asked Okowa what all this money where they borrow so Okowa, who won't pay? If you say an ourselves, not be human being, you can't do anything with him. He's as useless as anything. You see, so the question is not whether Oyibo came or do any damage to us. The key is now with us. We have the keys now. Tinubu not be Oyibo. Governor Boniwo not be Oyibo. That Oyibo boy when they rule Akwa Ibom. What did he name? Edit. What is the name of that?
Umoino.
He's not Oyibo.
Umoino, Governor Umoino.
He's not Oyibo. He's a typical black man and one of us. What is he doing with the kids of the land that is now with him? Nobody's dragging the land with him now. He owns the land. Oh, Nigeria, we became a money in our own land. Only selling land. When people come, they want to do something, we'll say they give us our debe, our fee. That is what we're living on. Young Nigerians, I'm asking you a question. Wake up. I'm not here to ask a more difficult question today. Look around you. Do you know what you have in your land? There's somebody you call your governor. Does he even know what is in your land? Are you people planning to look at what you have in your land? At least, in first you go see and say, I get gold. I get oil. Do you know, if Oyibo, what I'm paying, God is not fair to the British. If the British, we have River Ethiopia. Now listen to me, children. If British have River Ethiopia, they would have made it a heaven. That river that is flowing from Vito to Abraka, if the British man has it, it will look like heaven today. Edit. I'm not telling you one thing. There was a day I cried. I was just in my room and I was crying. No, as I was crying. Somebody brought palm wine and I took palm wine. I was crying. You know why? All that came to my mind is, if now British man discover palm wine, that palm wine, when they say, nobody drinks palm wine, no, it's a bad drink. It's a very poor man drink. I mean, if now you both get palm wine, When one go, one come out, what did they happen? If the white people owns palm wine, do you know one funny thing, my daughter? We in the UK, we can just go to a place and farm. All of us on the farm. There's no place to farm.
That's true.
There's no land. You know, I have a university very close to me here, the Middlesex University. If you see where they are, if you see what they made of the small land they have, go to University of Benin. Now, village, they don't do anything with it. Again, I go still remind you now. Next tomorrow on Friday, when I go mosque, go pray. May God come give you now what He don't give you now. What I want to challenge Africans today is what God has given to you. He didn't give it to the British. He didn't give it to the French. If He has given it to them, they don't have any reason to come to you. They came to you because of what you have in your land. And they were clear when they named it. In one land, there was Gold Coast. They have gold in abundance. Do we even know what to do with gold? What do we do with ivory?
We use gold for rings, wedding rings, and
otherwise, the other one, ivory. We don't even know what to do with ivory. You know, my daughter, when I was in Belgium, when I went back to Nigeria, I have this set of people. I was doing business. All I come, I'll buy cars, I'll buy things to Africa. Before I'll come back, the money don't low. So I was then looking for what to bring from Africa to sell in Europe. And that was the beginning of my success in life. So these white boys, two of them followed me to Nigeria. We were looking for wood. Do you know where we discovered the wood I was looking for? It was in Benin. They call it yellow apple. The wood have yellow powder. If you see their frame here, the frame of their window, it's what they use. That when they finish treating that wood can last for thousands of years. But they will treat it first. That's what they used to do their window frame. Only poor people can't even afford it because we are importing it now into the country. They can use the ordinary one plastic they use, like the ones you guys are using in Nigeria now. But when you see somebody use yellow apple for his window in the UK, you know that man is well to do. Do we even know what it is? Do we know how to use even the yellow apple? Okay. We remain on money land. Understand? We remain on money land. You know what's so painful now? The Chinese are here. The Chinese, they are here now. British don't do their own. They see they do small. And French, they do their own small. But the Chinese are now clearing. They are here to stay. Now, I know people are speaking Chinese language now. It's a new colonization, a new era, the Chinese era. They are not forcing you to do anything. What you cannot, Nigerians cannot cultivate cassava in their own land. Chinese are now cultivating the cassava. I grew up eating gari. It's the Chinese now that know how to process gari better than us. They do us. Who did this thing to us? There's 12 for Nigeria. How can a Chinese man leave his land and come and discover us? May I tell you this story? I know when I'm young. Maybe they're not putting that. When they teach you history, I want to ask these two children. I've said it on this show before because I never have Edith and Gloria once. So let me ask them quickly. Gloria and Edith, let me ask them one good question. One go come, another one go. Okay, let me ask a question. The question is, did you do history? There's a question they used to ask us. Who discovered River Niger? Yeah. All right, don't worry. That was the history we were doing when we were young.
Yeah. That's
where your office is in Asaba, where our office is there. The grave of Mongo Park is not far. It's not 200 meters from there, where they buried the man.
Oh.
You know. And when we were growing up, let me add it. This is very important, children. I want you guys to listen to this. When we're growing up,
Okay.
if they say who discovered the Niger, we say Mongo Park. Mongo Park. Who discovered the? If you don't write Mongo Park, you fail. So who discovered the
Sorry,
Niger?
my network.
Yes, I understand. So Mongo Park discovered the Niger. You know that River Niger, where they did? Now Mongo Park now found the River Niger. The river was already there. Our people were already living there. Before the Yoruba man craze come there, they said, "I discovered River Niger." What about my papa when he did there before the idiot come?
Your papa no draw awareness now. You no draw awareness to the fact say one place na Niger now.
Exactly. So what my father did then, you see what we are doing now. Chinese don't come now. They come say cassava. When we get, they come they plant them now in the way. Oh my God! If you see what Chinese are doing with cassava farm now, because they don't have the land to farm it there. Cassava will not even grow in the UK. It will not grow. The only reason these people can plant some things, if you go to Israel, now that you see the glass house I showed you guys the other day. Without that one, they cannot farm all this kind of tropical things in Israel because there's no rainforest. But your case in Africa, you just need to plant and the thing will grow. And then when you say, my people go plant cassava, they come, they look for a place to put water. Wait, you don't need to plant. Rain go fall. The plant will grow. You'll go harvest for nothing. Yet we could not farm.
Yes, sir.
No, this is serious. Yet we could not farm. The people who don't have land, let me add this here. The people who don't have the land to farm, they are now coming to us now to come and plant cassava in our land. You know who will be? We'll be on Monile now. When the Chinese come, they go settle us. We'll be on Monile. We'll be their very boys. Are we not ashamed? Young people. Now we still be their very boys today. Even I just said, Tinubu said he's making money. Ask Tinubu, what do you do when you sell? The oil. Now, as they bomb me. Now, as they take the oil, they go. That's I said they refiner. Now they will just carry the crude as they drown from ground. Oyibo go lift and go. They can't tell us how much they sell. Now that one we know. We not go be driller. Now their company they driller. Now share all these companies. Now they use their subordinate to drill our land today.
Want is settlements. Kill
and network.
Divide, share money.
Yes. All we do is share money. In my place, Ogara, where I come from, when you hear say, ship job load, all the ships that go to tie their rapper, they won't go to Hona, they don't go share 2 million naira when they drop. I know Kunare, chiefs, when I know vessel. When they hear that word, they go get that rapper. They go share 2 million naira. We'll be the boys. What if that one? You'll be the man, sir. What a shame. If it is true, say Ogara land, they good. Where did they put tank farm? Ogara people not forget one tank farm. As now God cool this.
That's that.
Make I start from my village, my daughter. Ogara people here say tank farm, they survive well for their land. So we come, our land good where everybody come put tank farm. If the tank farm take fire, it will burn all of us. What do we fight for? You must employ our boys. Because we'll be there now. None of us think, say, okay, this land when it do like this, so why we not even choose one of these places now? Why we not get our own tank farm? You know, imagine how much people they get when they bring tank farm on your place. Apa! Now you be. Olodo. Odo kwe ko le movu. Ike mwefia. Kai! Urobo. Nigerians are angry. In this day and age, we are still on money in our land. Today, we are 65 years old, Nigeria. 65 of wasted generation. Total waste. Total waste. And you know why God is going to be really angry with us? We have the biggest church and the largest mosque. Yes. On Friday now, we dey go mosque, go pray. I know say Eddie don't go church, come back. Make I ask Edith. I know say Eddie you must go church on Sunday. I know. I don't say you don't go, a good thing. Yeah. When I ask, you say, Edith, when you go church, when do they ask God? What do you want? What did God want to do for you? Whenever do for you? Tell me. What do you want God to do for you? Now, from what I've been describing, God made you a land of
the only thing that I asked God for.
Husband. Because now women they ask now, Eddie. The network, not let me teach this weekend, right? Anyway, when Edith can hear me, we're going to talk seriously.
Okay, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Daddy Chris?
I can hear you now, yes. So I was asking Edith, what do you ask God when you
the only thing, well, just like you said, we can't ask God for what He has already given to us. So what I do is that I ask God, please help our leaders, direct us, guide us to see the truth, to see what is in front of us, and make good use of it.
Amen. That would be a powerful prayer point, my daughter. No wonder people from Abuja are so that they dress. Auntie Mary are so that me. It's not this way. I say, man, you see their eyes, money.
Evening, Edith, sorry. It is good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mary.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Fine, my dear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that means it's the network is from Daddy Chris, and I was thinking it's from my end. Happy Independence.
No, it's from his end.
Like today wasn't funny though.
Are we
so
it's a day to remind us to keep remaining a
Nigeria
proud
at 65.
Nigeria. Yes, we are celebrating Nigeria, and as a proud Nigerian, I am also celebrating that. I mean, 65 years old. That's a good age.
Regardless of the mixed reactions from people, at the end of the day, let's tell ourselves the truth. We still have a lot of things to celebrate. We've got great achievements as a country. It's not
Exactly.
like Nigeria is too bad. I know that yes, we want good leaders, we want some change to be made in the country, but we still have great people. We still have people with potentials, right? That have made impact in one way. It's difficult. We are like almost everywhere in the country, almost everywhere in the world. You see Nigerians doing one thing or the other. So I feel like the truth is we are hardworking people. Anywhere we go to, anywhere we visit, We want to make sure we make impacts. I know that at the end of the day, we
Yeah.
still have people that are into fraud, that have tamed our name, you understand, that have not really given us that good name or that good face out there. But let's still celebrate those that are hardworking, that do legit things. You understand? Let's still celebrate those that are not
Yes.
spoiling the name of Nigerians. We cannot always bring out the fraudulent act from people or the news of Nigerians in prison as because of fraud and all of that. We still have intelligent Nigerians that have been making waves in the global society. These are one of the things I still want we Nigerians to see and feel encouraged. Let's not give up. People say they don't really think there's going to be any positive change in Nigeria, or they really do not think Nigeria is going to get better. No, it's going to get better if you and I stand for ourselves, stand up to our feet and say, we want a positive Nigeria. We want a country where people can live and be comfortable, where people do not need to toil day and night with no positive results. We want that kind of Nigeria. And it starts from me and you. During elections, you will not have to sell your conscience. You have to vote your conscience. You understand? You don't want to fall cheap because of the one pack of spaghetti that they'll give to you that is not going to change anything in your life. You would not want to place
Cup
that
of
above
Gary.
your future kids, because okay, we have a comment here. We celebrate Nigerian for Ashi. What is this one saying? I don't understand. Okay, so at the end of the day, you want to actually put it in mind that okay, if I am voting because I want a good country for my future kids, because there's a level Nigeria will be. I know what I'm saying. Then you will get to understand that even the unborn children are coming to enjoy the fruits of whatever you've labored today. Well, you see, at the end of the day, it looks as if okay, because you are rich, you have to send your kids outside the country to actually study because you feel like that's where you get quality education. No, if we have a good Nigeria, when you give birth, you want your kids to actually stay back in the country, to actually embrace whatever you have. I think we have Asaba here. Let me add. Good morning, Gloria.
Morning,
Can you
Mary.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Happy anniversary. Sorry, happy Independence Day. Nigeria
You
at
are
65.
not.
Yes, so
Okay. Someone said you people have nothing. You people have okay, maybe he's trying to say you people have nothing to celebrate for Nigeria. Anyway, just like I said, we are seeing the positive light. We are standing to see the positive light. Right? Edith, you can't come here and start saying no, there's nothing to celebrate. That would be bad of us.
I
Let's see
think
the
I think
yes.
I
positive
will,
light.
I think I will respond to this person. Now, if you
Yeah.
continue to say these things that we have nothing good to celebrate about Nigeria, how do you think that good thing would one day come? It starts from you. You can't be behind doors, be inside of your house, and you're saying there's nothing good to celebrate about Nigeria. Regardless of what's happening, a fresh start can begin with us. So I just feel you should take out that mindset and then believe in yourself, because what you believe actually works for you. Believe in yourself
That's
that
true.
something good can come out. Okay, just like the Bible says, when people were asking, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Mind you, Jesus Christ was born there. So there is hope. There is hope. If you believe in
Nazareth,
yourself
yeah.
that there's,
Yeah,
yeah,
there is
that
hope.
there's something good can come out of Nigeria, definitely it will. So I don't want you to go back with that mindset. Please erase that mindset. Today is independence. Use today to go back, sit back, and think over it, and then erase that mindset. And I promise you, change will come.
Even if I said to myself, even if there's nothing to celebrate, as just like I said, when you look at the dailies today, tell you Nigeria 65 has caused mixed reactions from people. Some people are not really happy about it. Some people feel like there's nothing to celebrate. I can't understand. Something like that happened last year, but even if there's nothing to celebrate, I would say let's celebrate Nigerian resilience, creativity, and hope for the future of the country.
Yeah.
We have a lot of creative people. You are creative, I'm creative. We have things that we've been doing globally. You understand, outside Nigeria. When you look at our fashion industry in Nigeria, you begin to ask yourself, this kind of dress were made from Nigeria, like Nigerians actually made this kind of attire. You get, where did they get that creativity from? How did they sit back and think of this design they made? You
Exactly.
understand? Sometimes I ask myself, yes, you can't tell me every design they get it from the media. So who invented the design? Where did they get it from before people begin to
Mary,
copy
let
it?
me shock you. Do you know that the likes of
This person is
do you know
actually
that
angry. But 65 years, nothing changed. Thank you. Well, we
Mary,
have
let me
hope for
shock
the
you. Do you know in the fashion world you're talking about? Do you know the people from the white country, people from outside Nigeria actually come into Nigeria to make dresses, designs, and fashion dresses, fashionable dresses from the likes of Vicky James, the likes of
future.
Prudent, and they pay in hard currency. This is something
Mm.
that you can get there, but they see the creativity in a Nigerian. I'm using
That is
Vicky
very
James and Prudent. It is there. We are rich in fashion, we are rich in culture. There is a lot to celebrate. You can't just be behind doors and say there is nothing to celebrate. There is a lot to celebrate. All we need as Nigerians is recognition because we have it all. We have it in us.
yes. We
That's just
do.
what we need, recognition. And if you start now as a Nigerian to badmouth Nigerians, saying they don't have anything to show forth, they don't have anything good to show to the world. You as a Nigerian, oh, condemning Nigeria. If you don't believe
Mm.
in yourself, who then would believe in you? So we
Nobody.
have
You
a
have
lot.
to start by believing in yourself. You have to start
Thank
by
you.
believing in yourself. You got it right. You have to start by believing in yourself. We have to start by putting it out there, letting people
Exactly.
know that we are proud of our country. We are proud of the country we find ourselves, and we'll keep celebrating the country regardless of whatever negativity that has actually been happening in the country. You know, when you go to the media today, you see that some people are celebrating Nigeria at 65, some people are talking down on the country. You need to understand that. But the fact that you're talking down on your country and making people to understand or believe that there is nothing to celebrate, let's tell ourselves the truth. It is this thing you put out there, right? That is what people are going to believe. And that is why people will not really want to have the interest of wanting to come and invest in your country or wanting to come and do something for the development of your country. If people are not coming inside the country, they are not coming to make investments for the development of Nigeria. So for crying out loud, where do you think we are going from here? You think our leaders alone can do everything for us? Is it possible? Is it possible that we will get leaders that will do everything for us as Nigeria? No, there are some changes we should make for ourselves. Whether we like it or not, there are changes that, okay, I said, okay, I think let me not just put these comments here. It's fine. This one is saying Nigeria continue and Nigeria is corrupt. We are not saying Nigeria is not corrupt, but what we are trying to say is there are still positive things to look out for in the country. We are not disputing the fact that there
No
is
one,
no
no one is
corruption,
disputing.
there is no bribery. But
Exactly.
I hope you know, wherever you are watching me, I want you to understand that in every country, whether or not you like it, there is still corruption in it. It's just that maybe they don't put it out there in the media, or maybe it's not as rampant as Nigeria. You understand? But when we talk about corruption, it's everywhere in the country. Even their leaders in other countries, they are corrupt. You understand? It's not something we want to come and start debating. It is not only Nigeria that they protest. The last country that they made protest, that they even had to bond a lot of things, you understand? And you see their governments were running and all of that. It is not in Nigeria. So every country has their own lapses. They have their own
Yeah.
thing that they are facing. So this is the one we are facing. It's just that our own is everywhere. It is not hidden. And when people begin to
Because
see
we
it,
put it
you
out
understand?
there. Because we
We
put
are
it
the
out
ones
Yes.
that
there.
it
Just
is
like
us.
just like a content creator, a content creator would only show you what he or she wants you to see. Every country has
Yes.
its own corruption, country has its own faults and everything, but the whites will not let you see that part of them because they want more investors, they want to grow, they want to be out there. But Nigerians, we are problems. We don't know, we don't have the habit of trying to hide some of that bad part and showcasing the good part. Okay, let me bring it down to ourselves now. You see people that okay, let's say the social media, you're on a platform, the social media platform, you keep posting and then no one reacts to it, but just post the crying emoji or the broken heart emoji, you see everybody on your DM. What happened?
We tend to promote negativity. Anything that is negative, they promote it. That's the problem we have. We almost promote the negative things. How will this country be better? How will we gain the relevance and the recognition that we need when we don't believe in ourselves?
I guess
We, the citizens, are the
my network
problem.
pulled me out.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, Nigerians, we are our problems, irrespective of the fact that we have bad governance, corruption everywhere. Just like what on your page, you would have reactions. You would see a lot of comments, people sliding into your DMs just to ask you what happened, what is it. But then you post something that is worth celebrating, and you get few reactions. So I just feel we love the bad news out there more than the good news.
We promote the bad news more than we promote the good news.
So that is why it looks as if Nigeria is so corrupt. Nigeria is so this. We are not the only corrupt country. There are other corrupt countries, but they hide themselves. So it's high time Nigerians, we try to put out the good side out there. Put out the good part of us instead of the bad part of us. You see trending news, the bad ones. News that you see someone say helping someone or trying to look at the content creators in Nigeria. They are creative, but they are not seen out there. They are struggling to be visible. But let it be that someone shot somebody or someone was kidnapped. It's a trending news. It's everywhere. Even someone who doesn't have access to the internet has heard the news.
Like this will spread far, will spread everywhere, all over the world. People will start hearing
Exactly. So we need to first of all work on that part of us. We need to work on that part of us, because that part of us is what is killing us. There is no country without corruption, I bet you. But Nigerian, we are just out there shaming ourselves. And we think, I'm for the truth, I am this, I am for the truth. But you don't know you're causing more damage to your country. Who would want to invest in a country that is full of corruption? Nobody.
Okay, this comment.
So if you keep
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? This person says, go to Europe country and you see governments are doing well. We are not saying governments are not doing well in Europe country. We are not saying government, the comments you made, you're right. What we are saying, regardless of what the country put out there, or regardless of the kind of country they find themselves, we are strong people. We are celebrating ourselves. Have you seen us coming to celebrate our leaders? You're talking about our leaders. You're talking about Nigerians. We Nigerians that have stand out even in this kind of difficult economy. Nigerians that are still in the country, that has not gone out there, that has not gone to the Western country for greener pastures because they believe they are going to make it in the country. Yes, you say you have been in Italy for 20 years. Fine. And you know what you are saying. I am not arguing with you. I am here in Nigeria. I'm not in Italy. I've not been to Italy, so I don't know what is happening there. Just like I said, we are celebrating. You see what I said? Creativity. I made that comment. Since I sat down here, I've not talked about our leaders. No, if you want to come towards the part of our leaders, I'll tell you that they all need a total revamp. I am not here to praise our leaders. I am talking about Nigerians, strong Nigerians that have been creative, that have made impact for themselves in the global society, even in Italy, there where you are. If you tell yourself the truth, we have great Nigerians there that are making you proud. I'm not here to talk about our leaders. The truth is, if we keep sitting down to wait and think our leaders are going to do everything for us, we are wasting our time. And that is why we have private hospitals that are good in the country. So why do we have private hospitals when we know that our leaders can actually provide government hospitals, because you know that you can't sit back and wait for government hospitals all the time when you know that sometimes they have this nonchalant attitude in them. You get my point? So we have a lot of private sector. Before, there was a time we made arguments here about comparing the private and public sector. I said it for free that the private sectors are doing well all over the world. Here in Nigeria, when you cannot compare private schools to government schools. They are not even comparable. You cannot compare private hospitals to public hospitals. They are not comparable. We have a lot of private companies, you understand, that are doing well, that are paying well. So these are private individuals. They have nothing to do with the government. And that is the point I'm trying to create here. They have nothing to do with, I'm not talking about people that sit back and wait for government to provide for them before they go to farm, or to give them money to get seeds that they'll plant in their farm. I'm talking about people that have big farms, big farmlands, that are producing food and selling food to be making a living for themselves. You understand? Not waiting for government support, regardless of whatever the government is doing. These are the people we are celebrating today. Are they not Nigerians, if I may ask? They are Nigerians. So why should we sit back and say the government is bad? They are not doing things. They are not constructing good roads, no infrastructure, no good water. Let me tell you, most of the boreholes you see today are made by private people.
Yes.
Most of the boreholes are constructed by private people. Yes, not government. I don't really think we are in that Nigeria where we have to wait for government again to do anything for us. The level of leaders we have is the same thing, same phase every time. That's why one of the comments here, he said, for how many years? No change. Yeah, it's not change because it's same phase of leaders, same pattern of election. Nothing has changed. Yes, last time they brought the beavers as a distraction because I can't really tell if there's any change that the beavers made as regards the electoral process. I can't really see any change there. But I'm talking about strong Nigerians. Have you seen me talk about our security? Have you seen me talk about our security force? I've not talked about them because they're also contributing to the problem. You see you see something happening in a particular scene, you call them, they will not show up until after damage has happened, until after the worst has happened before you see them in the scene. So then you see them coming to stand on the road and be collecting money. We are not denying that fact, but that is not what we want to discuss today. We've done all that over the years in this show, talking about the corrupt leaders that we have, talking about how they do not care about we as Nigerians, talking about how people are jobless. We have thousands of jobless Nigerians for you that is watching me today. But that is not why we are here. We are coming with a different, you understand, mindset, because there are mixed reactions out there that people are seeing and people are complaining that we today is not worth celebrating. The Nigerian 65 as a whole is not worth celebrating. That is not why we are here today. We don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about the positive light of Nigeria, because if we want to start talking about our leaders, they will not come here to say Nigeria at 65, happy independence. And what's the independence for? No, we are talking about creative Nigerians, strong Nigerians that have made way for themselves in the global society, regardless of the kind of leaders we have. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
So he said,
now let me add to Mary, let me add to what you said. Let me add to what you said. The thing there is we are all adults and Nigerians. Have we ever sat down to think of what really gave birth to independence? Because if we can think of that, I guess we will get a solution to whatever problem we are fighting now or we are having now.
I don't want to go there. We are not really independent.
65 years, Mary, 65 years ago, we believed in ourselves. We believed that we could actually do something by ourselves. We believed that we could not be, we can't continue to be slaves. We believed that we could break free and stand alone and be a great Nigerian. Hence the birth of independence. So I don't see why we should forget the reason Nigeria was created. I don't see why we should forget the reason why independence came to life. So if we sit down to think of and ponder on the purpose for independence, I guess we'll have a solution to our problems.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're right. But just like, you know, we have someone that is complaining badly, talking about Fulani herdsmen, bad is killing people in the farm. That is not why we are here today. I keep saying it. I'm just in the comment. I'm not just putting it out there on the screen because it's just
Okay.
annoying. That is not why we are here. That is not
So
why
Mary,
we
why
are
are
here
we here?
today. Because
Mary,
we don't
why
want
are we
to
here?
sad. I'm
Mary,
here because I want to celebrate strong Nigerians, Daddy Chris. I'm here to celebrate strong Nigerians that have standards regardless of the kind of leaders that Nigeria has produced. Over the years, you have been so unlucky with leaders. But we still have...
But like Edith was saying, Mary,
Yes.
today is our independence celebration. And we are celebrating. The question is asking is there anything worth celebrating? And if you say you have bad leaders and you have so many good people who have made us proud, I think that is something to celebrate. So
Yes.
there's something to celebrate. Yes, why not? Because you know what happened yesterday, Mary? I saw a very young girl from the north, Miriam. She's the one invited by the United Nations as the Global Peace Ambassador. I wish I could share her video before we leave this show. An amazing young lady, Nigerians.
Is she not a Nigerian? A Nigerian, that you Is she not a Nigerian? So
yes.
It all boils down to what I was still saying.
But what is she trying to
do? That question is listening.
Why is she the Global Peace Ambassador? When that woman was talking, this young girl was talking, she mentioned Borno. She's from Borno State. She mentioned Kogi. She mentioned Benue. The killing were her problem. She mentioned it, Mary. No, you know, Edith said something very striking. She said, why did we even apply for independence? Why did we contest it? Why did we say, no, we want to control our destiny? And where are we now? I gave an analysis on this show before they kicked me out. Let me see where I can add everybody now. Before they kicked me out, Mary, I described Nigeria as somebody a landlord that owns a land, a very beautiful land. They're not playing with milk and honey. Then a stranger came. The stranger came, saw the beautiful land, and took over the land from them. So we became landlord, the tenant became the caretaker. Our tenant that came became the caretaker. They were controlling us until we said, no, we want to control our resources, Mary. So that is the reason we got independent. Evelyn, that answer your question. The reason Edith asked that question. Edith, the reason we asked for independence was we want to control our resources. So if we can get that one clear, that's very good. Now that we can control our resources, are we controlling it? Mary, God gave you a piece of land. You are the landlord. Somebody came and you said the place to go, you want to control it. That's what we are celebrating today. We're not celebrating Nigerians who have suffered, maybe who gone abroad to go and look for greener pasture and now successful. The few ones that are home, I don't want to call their names. If not, the successful people in Nigeria are politicians. Otherwise, you learn to do Yahoo. Tell me which other way you can succeed in Nigeria today if you're not a politician or a Yahoo boy. Anyway, let's not go into that. A lot of other people are still surviving. Anyway, yes, I agree with you. And I agree with, let's take it easy. 65 years, Nigeria cannot get a single refinery. You celebrate what? I agree with him. It's frustrating. All this has followed the celebration of the. I completely agree. Mary, you know why what he's saying is correct? The oil we have today, who discovered it? I asked it on this platform before you came, Mary. Even no, forget about the people that discovered it. The oil companies in Nigeria today, they are still Chevron, Shell. There's no single Nigerian beautiful oil company. One. This guy won't really deal with us. So he said Nigeria are celebrating. Nigeria many are dying of Nigeria. That is true. My brother, let's take it easy. Ickerson. You know, but let's be sincere. This is a fact. Mary, you are the one that used the word, let's be sincere. So let's not cover the shameful thing. Maybe if we'll expose it I know Edith was lamenting that why should we go and say all the bad things about
But
us
we have been
outside?
exposing it before now. That is the point I'm trying to make. That's what we do every day here. We have been
But
exposing
Mary,
it
is
before
that,
now. So I feel
but
like
today
let's
we are
celebrate.
celebrating. But
Daddy
Mary, we are
Chris,
not just talking about
whether you
Nigeria.
like it or not, is the truth is yes, it is scary to be in Nigeria. Like it is scary. Like when you sleep, you cannot sleep with your two eyes closed because you don't know the next thing. It is scary to live in Nigeria. I am not disputing that fact, but there are still little things to celebrate. Let me say little things. Let me not say big things.
Mary,
Before
it's actually today is a day.
No,
I
Mary,
promise
Mary,
that
big things, not
Mary, I
little
disagree
things.
with you, Mary.
celebrate.
Mary,
You
I
said?
disagree with you. You know why I'm so sad today?
Okay.
I turn on the television and the beautiful presenter from Arise met on an untimely death.
Tom Tochukwu. That's why I say you can't sleep well as a Nigerian. It's scary.
Yes.
See, and today we are celebrating 65 years old of independence. There's not something we should be celebrating. There's not a country to celebrate. Maybe we need to ask ourselves this difficult question today. Today, a young girl, for doing nothing, she only went to bed and she met her death. Okay, the oil company that said, okay, we want to control our own oil, Mary. We want to control our own oil, make Oyinbo dey go, make Oyinbo dey go. We want to control our refineries. We want to ATM in our own. Where them now, Mary?
Daddy Queen, one thing that you really do not understand is why somebody will be dying and they take the person to the hospital. They end up saying, and they need someone that is maybe a family member or someone close to them that will come and stand before they start treatment. And the person will not die there. Is it that we don't have? I don't understand. Is it that the government should actually?
In fact, Nigerian government should even learn to correct that. On serious accident situation, they call the Nigerian police can misbehave. You see Nigerian police going to torment the hospital. Oh, why did you do this? How did you do that? For saving life, oh. Now the people are scared. And I think they have right to be scared. No, what I'm saying is, that's not even my problem today. Mary will be landlord now. Today is 65. We are 65. Edith asked a question. Why did we ask for independence? Because we want to be controlling our resources. That is the key. The only reason we say no, Igbo cannot be ruling us, let us rule ourselves, is we want to control our oil, our money, our farm, everything. Now they've given it to us, they are gone, Mary. Instead, now when I don't get the land, I church should I call the go.
You're not going there again.
Instead of that, go work on it. No. Or you
Please,
don't
so church is not the problem, but church will not cost anything, no.
No, it costs for this one. They say,
You know,
if there's something to talk on. Now ask Bishop, now I talk this one. Say, when the Igbo come, we hope, now we get the land, they hold the Bible. They can't say, let us close our eyes and pray. When we open our eyes, they don't take the land, we hold the Bible. Today, Nigerians hold Bible. Igbo own our land. Okay, we don't drive them come out. Mary, wait till they talk now. Make una take pigeon, ask Tinubu. That thing, father, he made a very beautiful speech today. My question to Tinubu is, that beautiful land your father took from them, what have you done with it? Mary, for Igbo land, if they want builders, when our area boys not they come out. Now we wait will become today for Nigeria. We'll be area boys. For Lagos to record them Omonile. And I will mark you one thing, not because look at the life of Omonile anywhere. Look at the life of area boys anywhere. They know the progress. Now we can't choose to become for Nigeria. We should be worried. So when somebody is complaining, let us listen to him. Because Mary, if we cannot listen to this guy, I know this we'll be discussing about it. I hear where you're coming from, Mary, but he's not aware. Today is a very important topic. What are we celebrating? Yesterday, a poor girl who went to law school, when the parents never enjoy one thing, don't die.
I was just telling myself, since she studied in the UK, maybe she would have just stayed there. That's why people don't come
Those of
back.
us when they stay behind now, they cause us. Why we not come home? That's what they do me every day. Each day they ask me, oh, why you know they come home that they please this and that.
Oh, that the
Then
so
they
because
say,
of
if
this
I come,
security,
even when
you
they
don't come
say
back.
if I come, they will deal with me.
So we that are here, are we not humans? So
Maybe,
because of this
you don't say if I
security,
come,
you don't
they go maltreat me. Some of them, they say I'll be their problem. Eh? Anyway, maybe we'll go pray for Nigeria today. At the end of this show, we'll go pray. Because now waiting we sabi do. We'll go come pray. We'll spend the remaining 30 minutes pray for Nigeria, whether the thing will change. Waiting, Edley.
This is not really prayer matter. Oh.
You agree? Edith, I said it now. Say, Edith, when you go church, what do they ask God? Edith say, they tell God. You know, if you understand my analysis today, Mary, no, let's not joke. If Oyibo have what you have, they don't need to come to your land. They came to your land because of what is in your land that they don't have. Now the Chinese are coming to your beautiful land, to your land that is flowing with milk and honey. Underneath is pressure. Mary, our leaders, when he said make them give us leadership, they don't know how to cultivate the land. That is the topic of today. Now that one we're supposed to they ask them now. Baba Tinubu, that land when you don't take from you, what you do? God never. That's why when I say when they go disturb God, say nada. God, if you be God, when you give people that kind of blessing, they come they ask you for food again. What you go do? I mean, Edith, explain to me. If you are God, how do you give your children this amount of blessing? Is it a white man was describing Africans? Say, even under our soil is diamond. Maybe we were angry. Were we not angry with the white boy? So who is it to talk better about black people? But we really have diamond in our legs. Under our foot. We don't know what to do. We couldn't even bend down and pick it up. You know what we're doing? We're praying to God. I bet when I leave you alone, we need to solve this one first. I don't want to see anybody on Friday, on Sunday, go to that church and mosque. The mosque and the church should be turned to a place where people discuss how we're going to farm to the glory of God. I'm not saying it's a party to go to church, but what you're going there to do is what is defeated. The church said, come together and fellowship. The meaning of fellowship is help one another. The gospel of Jesus say, love your neighbor as yourself. You know, people say love God because you can't love God. Forget it. Who are you to love God? You don't feel love yourself when you go love God. So whenever love yourself, say one love God.
So in the Western country where you are there not churches? Are there not mosques? So why is it that Nigeria one is the problem?
Okay.
Why do you have a problem with the one for Nigeria?
You know what they did with you know what they did with church here? No. They did something good with their own church. Let me tell you this.
So we did not do something good with our own church. No, that agree. So we did not do something good with our own church. We did not do something good with our own church. I disagree with you.
Let me take something from Dangote. Say Dangote sacked 800 workers today. One local government in Rivers State sacked 300 workers. And you tell me Nigeria must celebrate. This guy now I'm very get in trouble. Now Mary, you go ask Mary, now you go answer up. Because he can get it for body. No, the truth is this, Mary. Wait. The church here, the truth is now only old people, when they're ready to die now, when they won't die now, then they go to church here. And at £1, now would they do as offering. If you put 10 pounds, you do well. Mary, so you won't ask me out because I'm a pure Catholic and I didn't go to Catholic church here. Now, even our black people now, if you come to our Catholic church here, now black people full on today. Oyibo when they call not reach 3. Now we can take Oyibo. We don't take over their church here too.
Yeah, now you know so we like church where.
But God don't give now. We did not give them. That confuse me. Mary, if I dey lie, the only Anglican church when they here, Maybe like say now another, now the only church if you talk of the Anglican church now only black people go now. Those are from the Caribbean. No one will never enter. From Catholic to Anglican, forget Muslim and Muslim they go. Even Muslim they associate with themselves. Our own Mary. No, the question I they ask.
Daddy Chris, is it church that is the problem of Nigeria or leaders? Is it church or leaders?
Mary,
are your church leaders?
Mary. I tire for Daddy Chris. So
that's not Daddy Chris.
Church the problem.
He put so much energy in complaining about the church.
No,
I need to
Mary,
transfer that energy
Mary,
to our leaders.
Me. No, let me say
the problem of Nigeria is it the church or
no, Mary,
leaders?
Yes,
I know
Mary,
what I'm
it's the church. The church is misleading you people. One,
how?
The leaders
no,
are
the church is not
misleading
misleading me. The church is not misleading me.
No,
the church is not misleading me.
No, the person
the
when
church
you
is not
pray,
misleading.
Daddy
Chris, the church is not misleading me. I can
myself.
tell you for free that there are few churches that do not have vision of why church should be made or of why they open the church. Does not mean that we don't have good churches that have even helped people.
Okay,
wait.
Then I asked a question. What do you go to church on Sunday to do? What do you ask from God? That is the beginning.
What I ask from
even
God,
the Bible says,
what you ask from God cannot be the same to what I ask from God. I don't know what you ask
exactly.
from God. It's your own individual needs.
So meaning we don't know where we are going because if all of
we
us
know where we are going. But before what I ask from God is personal. You understand?
Okay.
It's between me and God. It's a personal something.
No, meaning we don't know why we are going there. Then all of us they go there for different reasons.
Oh, we do. Even the Bible says keep the Sabbath day holy.
Okay, you don't know what is Sabbath day. Saturday is Sabbath day for some people. Let me say this: on Sunday night be your Sabbath day, but on
Saturday is Sabbath day. We still have people that go to church on Sabbath day.
Sabbath day now.
Exactly.
Because Sabbath not really Saturday, not be Sunday. Anyway, we'll come to that another day.
People go to church on that day. If even we are violating it because we want to keep the Sabbath day only. If you say Saturday is Sabbath, we will not come here and do broadcast. That's the truth. So everybody, you understand? Okay. It has come to a stage where we have changed the norms. We have changed how it's supposed to be.
Where's Sunday?
And it does not mean that we are being disobedient or we don't know that how we need to serve God. There's no special day to serve God personally. That's why we have service on Mondays, they have Tuesdays, Wednesdays, any day.
Yes.
There's no
that's
special day.
You are good at that. You are good at that. That's why you're hungry. The truth is that's why you're hungry.
Are we hungry? People that there are still people that don't go to church that are hungry.
No,
there are still people that don't go to church that are hungry.
I never see somebody.
Even in Europe, don't go to church. There are still people on the street that are hungry. And they still need to feed them food from the street. It is not everybody in the Western world that is rich that decrease. Some of them are still broke. Some of them are still hungry. Is it because they covered their house? Okay. Nigerians are not even telling you to give them food. Nigerians want you to make it for them and work and make money.
You're talking like a woman now.
Yeah, better.
Let's take it easy, young woman. The question I asked is a simple one, though, that you answer intelligently. No emotion. Put emotion.
No emotions as well. Nobody's
okay, so
here.
Answer the question nicely. Okay, let me go to edit. Edit, maybe it's a little bit emotional.
Yeah, so I'm going to edit. Edit will not support you.
No, edit
Church
is answering me.
Nigeria.
Wait, let me talk to. Thank God, somebody made a comment here. Say Nigerian church are looking for somebody to scam. But let's not go into that. Edit. If all of us we go to the same place, meaning we have a hope that there's something we can achieve there. Sincerely, Mary would say, let's be sincere. What you believe that when you go to church, your problem will be solved. Am I right? Because that's God. That's God going to answer your questions there. Are we clear?
Well, technically, I don't.
Okay. So now we are on the same page then. If the church is not the place where they can solve our problem, then why are we going there?
Daddy Chris, I'm not understanding what I'm saying. Church has still solved a lot of people's problem. There are people that are on scholarship today because of church. There are people that are not here in the country today because of church. There are people that are not jobless today. There are people that are not jobless today because of church.
And
there are people that
are also my community. Wait. Hey, young women, Ogara send more people to scholarship abroad than your churches. my community,
Mm.
my village. All the people who go abroad in those days, now my village sponsor them. So when you say church, is that the aim of going to church? No, explain that to me. I want to have an understanding. I'm not angry. I want to get this clear. You know, when I use the word that the church is our problem, you know, okay, this guy now my side. He said the church is fully contributed for Nigeria to scam people. I go, no one is going to think like me. He's in Italy, so he understand. He lives in Italy where the Pope they live. Yeah, maybe they stay another place. That here Pope they say that this guy did now. So you don't know Pope pastor. No good talk small.
That is in Italy doesn't mean that you are seeing the Pope. I ain't no Pope pass me.
Okay, maybe. Make I ask one question. Only one question. Make we not take. Make we come up for the church. But now the church might bring a quarrel between me and you now. If you be God, you can't give people. You give me and two will be to your two children. You give me more than you give Gloria. But now me they tell you, oh, go, give me this, Mary. Mary, you must give me this to do. In fact, the singer, they get one song when they sing. Me and the singer self when I the verse. I will never let you go unless you bless me. I will never let you go unless you bless me. And the singer to God self say, God, no, I'm not gonna leave God today until God bless me. If you don't give people so much, because if you listen to my analysis today, God gives us so much that he didn't give to them. If he give them that much, they don't need to come to your land, Mary. Do you get that?
Daddy Chris, are you there? I think Daddy Chris' network is bad. Gloria, can you hear me? Let me know if it's from my end. You can hear me. Okay, I think it's from Daddy Chris' network. I think it's from his end.
Okay.
Anyway, whether we like it or not, church is not the problem in Nigeria. I'm not saying that all the churches in Nigeria are good, though. We still have some of the churches that are not contributing maybe positively to Nigerians or to their members. But like I always say, that we have bad eggs does not mean that we should not still, you understand, point out the good eggs. There are still good churches that have made positive impact in people's life. So why do we always come out here to condemn, you understand, the other ones that have not done anything, maybe positive per se? Church cannot be the problem of Nigeria, where we have leaders that have done worse than church. When people say, the other comment say church is here to fully scam people, do they force? God, is there any way that a pastor will force money out of your pocket?
Take our money to go and establish in other countries.
I don't know, like, who forced you? Even the tithe, you see, nobody tell you that you must stand up and go and pay tithe. The tithe is even your choice.
Yes.
If you want to pay fine, if you don't want to pay fine. Nothing is your choice. If you want to pay fine, if you don't want to pay fine. I believe as adults, if a pastor is coming to scam you should be able to designate when a pastor is coming to scam you or not. There should be that discernment in you. You should be able to know, to differentiate. Yes?
Let me say something about that church this day. Church is a gathering of people coming to fellowship, that's coming to serve God and having a common objective. Church is not a human being. Do not forget. Church is a gathering of people. So an individual can choose what to say or what to do in a church. That doesn't mean you should generalize that church is a bad place. This has to do with individual differences. Have you ever wondered why a particular pastor would be in a church and the church grows? You see members, everything is going well. And then another pastor is being transferred to that same church and something happens. Things are not moving well the way it used to. So this is a case of individual differences. You don't compare, you don't use what you're seeing in church A to generalize for church B and C. So it's an individual thing. And you claiming to be wise and claiming to be this thing, the Nigerian, that Nigeria is not doing well, Nigeria is not doing this. You're claiming to be wise. You allowed yourself to be used, to be lured, to be scammed. You two are the problem. Because if you do not fall victim, these things will not come into play. You two are the problem. You're saying church, they are using church to scam. Didn't you know you were being scammed? Was it the whole church that gathered to scam you? Is it not just an individual, probably one or two persons that combined efforts to scam you? So why are you generalizing that church is a problem of Nigeria? And why did you even let yourself get scammed? So this thing it still boils down to us as an individual. How are you able to decipher these people? How are you able to track them, to know these things that you're being scammed? You have your Bible, for God's sake. You should know when a pastor is derailing. You should know when a pastor is not saying what he should say or what you understand. That is why there's freedom to worship. You can go to, if you're not comfortable to with what church A is teaching you, you can go to church B, and then you weigh the two. You have your Bible there to guide you. Everything that happens in life.
To scam people. It's just like, for example, a pastor will come and tell me. If you come and tell me, the Lord say, if a pastor come and tell me, the Lord say, please hand over your phone to me, I'll ask you, is the Lord going to use my phone? You understand?
Exactly.
I think
exactly. And the annoying part is that a pastor, you know the God that you serve. God knows that home and abroad, you do not have 10,000 or 50,000. And a pastor comes to tell you, God says you should bring 40,000 naira. God says you should bring 40,000 naira. And you're like, pastor, I don't have. And then the pastor says, any way you want to borrow, just do this, and the Lord will open. How can we be? Why are we this gullible? As in, from there alone, common sense is what we call common sense. Common sense should tell you that this is not what God is saying. And then when you give out that 40,000, nothing happens. Who do you blame? You say church scammed you. And another thing, I think I understand where Daddy Chris too is coming from in this church aspect, because we go to church believing that we will be wealthy. We always go to church. Some Nigerians, yes. Let's put it both sides. Some Nigerians too go to church believing that they will be wealthy. You go there from morning till night, you see them in church. You don't have something you're doing. If you're not selling a product, you should be able to render a service. That is how you make money. When God said he will bless the works of your hands, he didn't say the works of your hands is you being in church from morning till night. Even the Bible says there's time for everything. So let's talk about ourselves too. We set that platform for them to use us. We always create that platform for them to use us. So we should also talk about ourselves. These pastors are not just scamming us. We are giving them the revenue, the leverage to scam us. You go to church, you stay from morning till night. You're not doing anything. You're not going to be to sell something. You're not going to render a service, and then you say God will provide for you.
No,
it's all this narrative that gives the conclusion.
Watch pastors' clothes.
Exactly, you're worship for pastor, and you're all about daddy, mama.
You're not looking for a job. You think your job is to clean pastors' house and wash.
Mary, make one comment. This morning, somebody said, Mama. Somebody make comment for our status. Say, Mama. I can't say. Is that your mommy? The person know who are they talk here. It ain't one of us here, and I do the thing. I can't say, is that person your mommy? He said, no, my pastor wife. I'm not going to tell the person where they do that.
I am suspecting Gloria.
Let me do this one. In Jesus' name.
Stop going to the
I know
corners.
it's with when she's smiling. With when she's smiling, I just know she's the one.
Daddy Chris, stop going through the corners.
You know why? You know why? I came home to Lagos one day. You get one idiot. When I don't even sleep with my ex-wife, then he see junior sister and my wife. They took the compound to church. My compound. In fact, when I come, I was a problem to them. The boy get my tell me say na business with this. So say, you know, he don't open a church for my compound. Which kind of wahala be this? When I say make the church stop, not be smart, you know. You know, what I'm saying is this. Nobody made it. You know, not know God past me. For those of you that are close to me, you know that I believe in God. Not be joke. But the way you people worship God, I wonder whether not the same God when I know now that they worship. Are we talking to the same God? That's the only question. Listen, today is Nigerian Independence Day. We are 65 years old. We can celebrate the successes of churches in Nigeria. We can celebrate the growth of Islam in Nigeria. That's all we're going to celebrate today. The reason why we got independent, we're not celebrating it. Thank you. And my guy here said the truth. I'm not telling you that church is bad. I'm telling you, people are inside the church. People inside the church are very true. And you guys are testifying to it here now. Go and look at your pastor, the average pastor. He should not pass anything. Wear your own shoe. Make her talk.
Daddy Chris, this thing you're doing is not fair. Oh. This is not fair at all. Please stop it, I beg. It's not fair.
I'm not talking to your pastor. I'm not talking to your pastor, Gloria. Maybe you're not gonna cry because two things are
generally, no. Why I go cry? Generally, this is wrong because the people that you're supposed to be attacking, you are not attacking them. It's the ones that are on their own that you are attacking. This is not fair. This is not fair at all.
Wait, no, you know the colonization is successful. You know why this is working? If Nigeria not say their destiny depends on the success of Oboriwori, they go pray to Oboriwori. Instead, they don't pray to Oboriwori, they go pray to church. God solve the problem for them. No, the problem is with Oboriwori. Let Oboriwori solve the problem. God has solved it for you. That's what I'm saying. Nigerians don't know that Tinubu is the solution to the problem. With a call on God. No, Tinubu action. Now make you the hungry. The language I'm speaking is this. You know when the white people came,
all these things that you have been saying, what do you want us to do? We should stop going to church. We should stop going to pray. Who should you want us to do?
No, I'm not saying you should stop going to church, but do it right. Now, let me say this. When the white people came, they did something very clever. They came with the Bible. That was how we became soft for them to rule. They said they came with 3 C's. Those of the children. They came for commerce, Christianity, and colonization. We call it the 3 C's. We'll be children, I'll be children. Now we don't go to, now we go to the school that time. When I ask my here today now be children, who discovered River Niger? No, now be children. When they teach us now Mongo Park. What am I saying? The white people came with religion, it became easier for them to rule. Today, with religion, then Tinubu, they use us. If you know, say your problem at Tinubu now in hand day, you will ask Tinubu for solution now. You won't go to church on Sunday because God has done his own part. Una hear what they talk? God don't bless us with waiting, not give you. That's what I'm saying, Nigerians. What God gave to Africa in no day Oyibo land. But when they're hungry, you know, only our land alone, only Holland, Niger State and Benue State can feed the whole of Africa. Only those 2 states. But people there, they go to bed hungry. If you ask them, that one when he be governor, when he got to this year, he tell you say na mosque now you will go. If they even say if you want to preach on Sunday, may you bring the to make it scrutinize that before you preach. You see, listen. You know, now ask myself why Donald Trump they did verse for anybody when they speak evil about America, say they're not gonna give a visa. Because your brain can be tuned. If you turn this your brain upside down with words, that's what the pastors are doing every day. For somebody to tell you you can't carry the money when you're supposed to eat, give up. You can't even make seed offering with your only food.
Leave our pastors alone.
Edit. Person never do you when you make you sow seed. When you don't want so.
No.
Okay, Gloria said no.
That was when I didn't know better.
That
was when Daddy Chris. That was when I didn't know better.
Me, I don't fall. There was a day I went to a church in England. I am in England here. I don't old like this. The small boy from Ghana, he preached. He even say, I tell me say I get Mercedes. I know say I get my car key from my hand. He said you they drive Mercedes, but on my car key, see. Nothing the boy don't tell me that day. I swear. The boy asked for 700 pounds when they made for my account. I forgive her. He said everybody must drop 1,700 pounds, Mary. The money was not enough. So I was going to hustle. On the way now I come to myself, who be this fool? I said, but suppose I drop that money, and I forget the story. Because I forgot ask me for my money back. At that moment, I was so pained that I was ready to drop the money. Me when I take my own leg, when I go church, I cause more problem from the church. You see, the Bible they will tell you, be careful what you hear. Even that decrease, don't listen to that decrease. Your brain somebody can say something that will change your life for good, and they can say something that can destroy your life. Wait, not be women. Not be one thing we will tell them now that will agree for us. When you go make you follow any guy, not be sweet what they tell you. If you not tell you better what you go follow. Now when they here now, 3 of now. So we must be careful how they maneuver us. What I'm saying to you, my people, the painful part is Chinese is now in Nigeria. They are the one that's going to do our cassava.
These people that move women, we see potentials. Yes.
I know, Mary, but wait first. Chinese, they there now. They don't cultivate our cassava. We couldn't cultivate the cassava. Oh, but when they see cassava, they look. All the governors, they see cassava, they look. They wait. You know what they go do? They're going to go do bridge. But cassava, when God give you, you know if you cultivate them. Mary, how stupid are we? I'm saying now, where are you going to look for in church? Has God not given you a fertile land to plant cassava? Why are you disturbing God?
Daddy Chris, we are not disputing that fact, but you're saying what are we going to do in church? We are going to do what a Christian should do in church. It doesn't stop us from doing what we should do as a Nigerian.
Yes, I like that. Edit. I want us to turn the church to a place of progress, a place of prosperity, which they are preaching. If they listen to me, the church will progress. Not what they are doing now.
But there are churches that progress. Right now, as I speak, there are churches that would always tell their followers, do something with your hand. They stand for everything. It is church that preach this.
No, Edit. Don't tell them to go and do something, and at the end they go drop money for you. The way that they drop money for you, help them do something.
No. Daddy Chris, understand that this thing is an individual something. It is based on individual difference. A pastor can come up and tell you drop something.
No,
some pastors will not do, but it shouldn't be generalized.
I agree. I not agree. I said if you gather all of us, same way we come worship together, you must gather all of us to say how we will take get food shop. Don't tell me that God is going to provide me food. No, in that meeting, we're going to talk how we're going to farm. All of us.
But
If I
it
go
is,
to church
but
and
that
you
is
don't tell
it.
us how
That
we're
is
going to
it. Do you go to all these churches to know? Do you go to all these churches to know that these things are not being discussed? In as much as they say God will provide, they still give you, they explain it, they analyze it. You don't sit at home and say God will provide. These are what the
No,
pastors will
this is
tell
what
you.
I'm saying. Edit. It's not something you discuss. It's something you actualize. Let me explain this to you. In my place, my father get land. I will get land for Garana. If church tell me, say, the land has been useless now for how many years? If you tell me, say, one church tell me, say, I be a member, say, if I join this member of the church, they go plant down my place with cassava. In another 6 months, I go make money. I not go join them.
You will.
Thank you.
You will.
That is the kind of church I want to go. That is the church I belong.
And there are churches like that
I don't
now.
belong to the
There are
church
churches
where
like
I
that.
go home. Huh? Okay, that is the church I'm looking for. If you see one, call me. I want to be a member.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere in Nigeria. Even some churches.
We prosper. Look, Edith, let me repeat
That
the
is
word.
true.
A gathering
Some
of God
churches,
is
some
making
churches
children of
go.
God prosper.
Yes,
Huh?
yes. Some churches go as far as empowering their members to get something doing. Because
Good.
in as much as you're saying they are supposed to say, go and farm, go and do this, go and this, don't forget that these people have to be empowered to farm.
Good.
So if those means are not provided, how do they? It's not just. It doesn't boil down to you telling your members go and farm, go and do this, go and do that. But
So
then
they need to be
someone
empowered.
say,
Edit. I'm saying,
I think
if you
you.
yes, Edit, wait. I think
Someone
I'm with
dropped
you
a
now.
comment.
Yes.
Someone dropped a comment saying, "I think you're the pastor's wife. The way you sound."
And they go, no, this guy don't good now. Now, pastor wife, you see, I
I
don't think
don't have to
always.
be a pastor's wife to say that.
No, what I'm saying is, Edit, if we go to church, I get the instance here, even in my community meeting in the UK. I don't go. You know why? I told them
Why?
it's a waste of my time. Why? Only when person die, now that they gather money, they carry and go home. Mary, all of now when they here now, if person die for family now, money go come, they go see money to bury.
Yeah.
But this same family not fit gather money. Say, okay, make this one they trade today. Tomorrow, make another one they trade. Next tomorrow, so that all of us will get money when they will bury us. No, we'll not be starting now. But now when person die, my family the other time raised 2.something million to do burial. I tell them, say, I just give now this last one. Instead, I will pay for my burial again. What would have been interesting is for a family to say, okay, we'll be family, because I see the church as a family of God, family of Christ. When we come together and we say, okay, today we don't contribute so money, 20 of us feel do this business today. Okay, 20 people go do. Not be flow, they go bring our money back, so we'll give it to other people. The church will be making money even. I'm not saying that church should be broke. But the time people to come and pray, hallelujah, that food is going to come, you are sick. Because food, not be that when they put food for your table, Mr. Pastor. Now the money when they contribute, now they put food for your table. That's the only point I have. I'm not saying you cannot go to church. A church is a beautiful place where people gather in the name of God. But for prosperity, don't say you love God. You can't love God. Love yourself. You know if you love yourself. Show yourself love. You couldn't. And I said this message is enough for Africa. We have a problem. Our problem is how we're going to cultivate the land God has given to us. Let that one be our priority, not to go and disturb him. Because, wait, let me face Mary, because Mary will slap me. Now let this guy face Mary. Wait, Edito, but ask one question. You go to church, say now all night. My own wife, go to all night. Wait, my whole wife, they go do all night. Now Rabbi tell you go do all night. My own wife.
Which one be saying Arapa? You don't have to be negative. You don't have to be negative. Which one be
No,
Arapa?
Mary,
when she go one night.
I'm not talking.
I
said that my wife, it go do all night. The question when I ask my wife, say, what do you ask for God for the whole night?
No, that be the question you ask. Like, we stop trying to change the narrative. You say it's a rapper. It's a rapper. What you say?
No, rapper is that one. No, one problem first.
Now, bomb shot, go where go? Because I don't understand you. Is it bomb shot she's supposed to put on? If she not dress this and you go still complain, say she dey dress this and go church.
Rapper not decent. Rapper when the fake go up.
Now you get. That's what I'm trying for you. That's what I want you. That's what I want you to say. I don't want you to like start beating around the bush. That's what I know. That's what you want to say. You don't have to be negative. You don't have to be negative.
Go up now. I don't finish.
Daddy Chris, I beg. Let's clear this thing. Not all pastors are not dogs. Get it right,
okay.
Please.
Yes,
let's not pass the wrong message.
You see, Mary,
on this
keep
media.
deceiving yourself.
All pastors are not dogs. Your wife tie rapper go church, they complain. If your wife wear short skirts go church, you are still the one that is going to stop her from going. Is she going to put on bomb shot to church?
Mary,
so what is
Daddy Chris, from what? Daddy Chris, from what?
Go wear pants. If you not
Daddy Chris, from what you're saying now.
Very, wear transparent cloth. They show Reverend Father. If you know,
they're not getting it. Daddy Chris, you're even confusing us here. She tie rapper, they complain. What do you want her to put on? Can you tell us what the wife she put on to church? Maybe she start by telling us what
they talk. I said two things. Now only one. Did you when every don't come? Did you so?
Daddy Chris, from what I can decipher from all of this is that you just don't like.
No, I don't want us disturbing God. That's a fact. And because I know a lot of atrocities are taking place in the church, I have concerns. But that's not my main concern. My main concern is that we go there and use the time we're supposed to use to cultivate the land, clapping and wasting God's time. God does not need you to clap for him. Are you people serious? So you please God when you clap around, dance. You're pleasing God. Is that your definition of what? As you are clapping, worshiping, doing your rubbish, people are hungry outside. No one tell me what is the meaning of the worship.
How is it rubbish?
Why God
How is it rubbish? How is it rubbish?
No, explain to me, Mary. Now, when I clap like this, I do this, people are hungry outside. That is when I worship God.
Okay, so because people are hungry outside, I should not serve God.
What God, the service of God is service of humanity. What did God tell you? Love your neighbor as yourself. That is the meaning of Christianity. Jesus Christ summarized it. Not even love God, love your neighbor as yourself. What are you talking about? Where are we getting this wrong? Where in the Bible did they say you must love God?
Daddy Chris, sorry, before my network threw me out. Before my network threw me out, did you see the comments Evelyn Joe dropped? Did you see the comments Evelyn Joe dropped?
We know Evelyn. We know her here. I know what she could talk. Where we put up? Evelyn, where we see her comments. He said, the church is not our problem. I know. Now, Pastor Wife. The church did not stop us from being productive in Nigeria. That is true.
But
you know why
exactly my point. This is what we say.
Let me explain this to you. Let me explain why it's a problem. Let me explain why it's a problem.
Why?
No, let me explain why the church is a problem. Can I explain this? Why it is a problem for us? When the white people came, ask yourself, why did they come with the Bible? What was the use of the Bible? They didn't come alone, no? They come with the Bible. They're the one that came with the Bible. The same time, as they talk, they come with Bible, then they rule you. They don't talk about your land. Today now, the land is with us. Instead of us to cultivate the land with the following. I leave you alone. If I talk, when I go call me names. I be devil. I know God personal.
I lie.
Those of
you don't know God and Daddy Chris. I'm not sure.
Daddy Chris, with what you say, you know God. You know God pastors.
If you come in some moment, I'll tell you I'm praying. You know, about a week ago, I just finished fasting for a week. I fasted for 1 week. I did say it. I have connection with God. Anybody that think that I don't know God is a mistake. I'm not saying don't break your relationship with Jesus Christ. That's not what I'm saying. But if the gathering is not to the progress to put food on your table, then when you finish, you can't go disturb God again, say God not give you food. In fact, how can the children of God be poor and the children of the devil are feeding well? If Nigeria, they go to church, una be children of God, una poor. Chinese when not know God, then they feed well. Where the writer for Bible? Have you yesterday they go to church for China? Japanese not even know God. But they are all worse. They be pagan. And then they will call them. But Japan, now their car you they use, so that Toyota they use now Japanese. Now you tell me now, how come my children say, children, when not they go church, children of God, when not they go church, they see food. When they worship God, no food for you. Now the same Bible will they read?
No.
Look, I ask this guy another question. Can you put your child for Redeemed Church and Winners Church? Can you put your child for Redeemed and Winners Church, but you are a member of that church? Money not the school fees. Hey, come defend that. He said the school fees is 150,000. You get the money. Meanwhile, they say when you come back with the pray. I never with the hungry. I never say we will come pray. Say they call for 10 days of fasting. That 10 days of fasting, money go drop. People go pray finish, they go do offering. People won't come pray, they will go home hungry. No, now that won't be my problem. That is the part that concerns me.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I have relationship with God, though. But if Nami go come there, time when I'm supposed to take, when is the Chinese having food to eat? You don't have food. The Chinese don't know God. I mean, am I crazy? Chinese don't know God, but they have food. They are not coming to cultivate your land. You know what, Mary? From the men point of view, not be I want to talk to. You Nigerian man, Chinese man go come, go marry your daughter, go marry your wife. Because Chinese get food to feed the woman. You don't get akpa. Go there, they go clap. And he did the good for you. He blessed your land with all the things in the world. Cultivate the land. Is that difficult to say? Una the verse for me, I know. But right now, Tony Blair say, he don't care whether they go love him or not. He don't have to do legacy and leave. That's where I am. I'm at the point where I don't expect anybody to like me. But I'm not doing my last to make sure say I speak the truth to the end. They go to church every Sunday. You have no food. Chinese that does not go to church have food on the table. Today, Nigeria is 65 years old. 65 years of nothing. Chinese is now coming to cultivate the same land. And from my analysis today, what God has given to us is not given to Chinese. Unless you not agree with me, say that the mineral deposit, the beautiful soil we have in Africa, the Chinese will don't have it. The British will don't have it. Europeans don't have it. So what the promise of Abraham is yours. It's true. You got the promise of Abraham. What are you doing with it? If you are the children of Abraham, what are you doing? Children of Abraham are meant to be hungry. Abraham was not a hungry man. You are not a disgrace to Abraham. If your father gives you the best of land, Mary, and you can't use it, and is it God's fault now? And the pastor is not telling you the truth. That's my problem with them. If every pastor will say, let us go and farm, this is the problem, this is the solution to Nigerian problem, don't come and pray. We pray on Sunday and we go and farm on Monday. What I'm saying, let us pray on Sunday, but on Monday we all go to farm. On Tuesday we go to farm. On Wednesday we have plenty of food to eat. That's when you are children of God. That's when you guys are children of God. As it is now, God is ashamed. Have you seen the picture of Africa on the internet? All we they see today, now the same people when they go to us, now the same girls they do runs online. Then they do runs not because they want to, there's no food. So I agree that here. The boys are the one do Yahoo, the same boy they go church. Let's pray for us. Why do we have this crime in our land? The killing yesterday of that beautiful girl Mary is because of one thing is resulting from poverty. Tinubu son no go rob person. Now I'm making make a clear. You know go rob somebody, he has enough. He has enough. That man, that your wicked boyfriend Mary, his son don't finish law school. That one no go rob person. The ones that are robbing are the ones that are deprived. And they will continue to rob us until we change this narrative. If we say no, could they go church, they deceive ourselves, they deceive ourselves. Armed robbery, this kind of killing will continue in our land. We're going to confront this head on. And it's not a mechanical problem. Somebody said something very beautiful on this show. Evelyn said, the problem is we are trying to solve a serious problem from the surface. You get gonorrhea. Instead of you to take antibiotics, you take Vaseline, they rub on the top of your organ. You know go cure. Gonorrhea, I waited that they take medicine, they cure from inside. That time when I get a carry, they give me anti-close. I cure. Not be Vaseline, not be children. Listen to me, my people. Nigerians, the problem today, I didn't want to preach about church. I'm here to cry that there's something wrong with us. From what I have seen, what I analyzed today, I started by telling you that God gave your father was a landlord. The land was taken from your father, and the children took it back. The land we are talking about is flowing with milk and honey. Now you guys are not cultivating the land. Instead, you go to church and you tell God to come and cultivate the land for you. Like I describe every day. It's like somebody marry wife. You say, "May God come give him belly." God is not an adulterous man. God not to give wife, God not to give person wife belly for you. You go look for who go sleep with your wife for you. That's why pastor is doing it for you. And you know the funniest thing, the Bible made it clear that if God gives you something and you don't use it, the people that use it well, they will take it from you and give it to them. The parable of a man that gave his servant equal amount of money and left. When he came back, the one that planted and made profit, the other one that didn't use it was taken and given to them. African land now, because we are not using it, Chinese is going to come and use it. And we're going to be servant to the Chinese. You know how much we owe Chinese? You know how much we owe China? Why are you owing it, Mary?
Hey, Evelyn. If you say Antichrist can come in human form, my sister.
Yes.
I don't even understand though. Let me even ask. We are owing China. Is it the church that is owing China?
I tell you.
A problem that you're supposed to talk about Nigerian
China.
leaders.
But
So
Chinese people not they go church.
What concern? No, that
Chinese people not they go church.
I just feel like let me just keep quiet because I don't even understand. How does our country owing China? How does it got what has it got to do with church?
Maybe if we are spending
we have bad leaders, but
let me tell you. Maybe you ask me a good question. Make I answer the question. I want to answer that question. Maybe if we spend the whole time we spend in church to farm our land, we will not be hungry. That is my frustration.
So who say when you go to church you will not still have time to farm?
Go to church. What time do you spend in church? I don't understand. My grandma in the village, she's a farmer. She still goes to church. She goes to work. She still goes to church. Going to church does not stop my grandma from doing her business because she's a farmer. So I don't understand the connection that going to church, time they're supposed to use to go to the farm. How many times what time do you even think we spend in the church? You think we spend all day in church?
Okay. Wait, make I ask you for your church. How many days now they go church? And remember when you were coming, before you came to take your job, you told me on Wednesday you go church. I know saying that they do night vigil. 3 days. How many days for a week?
No, we can. If we go to church, it's normally like 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours.
Yes, okay.
7
I know. But how many days? How many days? How many days?
Once in a week, sometimes 2 times in a week.
Okay, that one is good.
That is a normal.
Okay.
Not that one is good. That is normally how it is. On Sunday when we go, it's just like
vision, I mean, you go do night vision. Mary, if you do night vision, the next day don't useless. Anybody go do night vision, if you do anything the next. That's 2 days gone. You go dance till daybreak, or you go pray till daybreak. The next day you are useless.
Right, they shout ew. They shout
hell.
If you don't tire for this old man, what are no verse? Church is a beautiful thing. Let me be clear. I am only saying that the church should be used to grow the lives of their members. That's all I'm saying. If the church, I'm not saying they just they send you go or they preach about them. The way if you collect your money, it must help you make the money. What did I say to Tinubu? Tinubu, the way you collect taxes from us, you must help us make the money. I'm dealing with two people. I'm dealing with the government. I'm dealing with the churches. You are the two people collecting money from us. The Bible and the church is two. The Bible have the church have the Bible. The government have the Constitution. It's the same thing. Both of them collect tax. One collect tithe, one collect tax. They owe us. As much as the government owe us, so is the church owe us. There are three institutions that God left us with. Actually three. But let me deal with the two. Government and the church. Two powerful institutions that can build our life. If we don't use it, it's not God's fault. The same way we accuse our leaders, we should accuse our pastors. The same way. And they will hate me now. The same way as they accuse the leaders, they accuse you, you'll be overseer. You're a thief sometimes. If not be thief, now God will ask you. Your members can't eat. You they tell them, they go pray. Like Tinubu go say, you must pay your tax. You know, can find out whether you do or not. Thank you, my guy. Say that's a bigger problem we have in Nigeria. God bless you. And Evelyn said we'll be antichrist. The day when I go touch Evelyn, he go settle the.
No, I know that she's not referring to us. I know the person she's referring to. So, Evelyn, congratulations. Thank you for that. It is well.
God day. We are 2 hours into the show now, Mary. You guys didn't come on time. But at least we must show what the Nigerian people do for us now. Look at them. They are looking good. It's a beautiful day to be a Nigerian. I like it, Mary, to be honest.
Everything on these dailies, that's why I didn't even pick more interest. Because everything is what we have said today.
No, but Mary, look at us. We've done our... No, Mary, we love Nigeria. Look at me and you. We have the green, white, and green. Everything is green. Everything is green today.
If not that we put on green clothes now, our backdrop will not allow ourselves to show.
Mary, look at my green clothes.
I would have worn green today, but I know that our backdrop will not.
Let me show you. This is my green. It won't show. So I dropped
it.
That's what
it's not going to show green.
So otherwise, I will be like ghost, which is at the end.
He's saying that the promise that APC made since 10 years ago, he has fulfilled them. Perfect. If you start from the punch, you see all the things he has been saying. But I just feel like there are most of the things we've said today, and him saying that our country has improved economically, fine, and that we should not listen to opposition, people that are not accepting that they are working because he knows that he's working, that they don't know what they are saying. These are most of the things he was saying, right, in our dailies today. Fine, congratulations to the president.
That is our president.
I've always said it. I'm not saying you're not working. Well, please, even if the only thing you would do in Nigeria is to work on the security of the country, honestly, I will come out and say that you've done well. If
Mary,
only we can have security in Nigeria,
Mary,
then I don't
there
think we're asking.
there will be no security without prosperity. As long as some people remain poor, there will be no security. With this massive, they said that the population of Nigeria that are multidimensionally poor, there can never be security. Security is not going to be coming from heaven. It's something we create here. These monsters among us, we created them. If we want to solve this problem, we're all going to go home and work. And then we actually contribute to the land. People weren't supposed to help us build land and they're going to kill us. We need to ask ourselves why. Mary, we are deceiving ourselves. And that's why I only go back and I say the church. Because if we are sincere with ourselves, then we know that no Nigerian is a bad man. We are all good people, Mary. When you are hungry, you do what you have to do to survive. Some people don't have control. They go on the extreme now and they kill people. If not, nobody in his right sense want to be a criminal. And nobody is born a criminal. The situation in Nigeria is unbearable. It's unbearable. And Mary, all these things we are saying, it looks as if somebody is intentionally attacking Nigeria. Go online and see what our women are doing in the name of looking for you don't see the latest one now. All the women when they misbehave now, most of them now, not you again. Now you bought the open leg for television before. Now black women. They say they bring views. I don't know how you guys feel when you see it. I know it must irritate you, Mary. But it's the result of hunger. When I walk on the street and I'm saying I'm a Nigerian and people will look at me in a strange way, I'm offended.
It's a result of hunger, but they have data to come and cut naked and post. They have data to come and post nakedness, but they don't have the sense to know that it's not hunger, beg. When people do some things out of ignorance, let's stop using hunger to cover up. You see a girl prostituting, you tell me a girl is prostituting because there is no money. It's a lie. Any girl that's prostituting is not because of poverty. Any girl that's prostituting because she like and she just want drum. Is it not somebody that is selling pure water? I don't understand. It's not somebody that is there selling pure water on the street to make money. Are they not humans?
All of us don't get the same capability.
Because of poverty.
All of us don't have the same capability.
So okay, but they have capability of giving out their body for money.
Exactly.
That story.
Some people take the shortcut.
Giving your body for money because it is just your kind of person.
We're not defending them.
It is your kind. Let's say that is your kind of person. The people that are there hustling under the sun, doing many things to make money, is because it is not in them to sell their body. Let's stop using poverty as an excuse for people that are prostituting.
I agree.
There's nothing to justify that act alone. I don't even like to talk about it.
All right, let's not go into that. Sorry, as a woman, I understand where it is. But you know what I'm saying? Mary, let me put it this way. You've gone to school, you've graduated. Now you will be able to figure out what you want to do with yourself. Look at this smuggler right here. The same way. Instead of going out to go and do some stupid thing today, you are busy preparing for the money show, getting ready, dressing up, rushing for a meager salary. Because you understand yourself. Not everybody can. But your training still help you, Mary. We've left so many people behind, Mary. I know we talk of herdsmen, that they are greedy ones, yes. Who in his right sense really want to stay in the bush? And Mary, who they're born saying that bush and must stay, they follow animal, they run up and down. We need to address this. The more we blame them, the more they go away from us. They want to. Sometimes when you get a problem child, you go draw a near body. Go ask her, what is wrong with you? What do you want to do so that your life can be better? We have problems in family. We have some problem children in the family. What do we do, Mary? Do we disown them?
No.
Good. So what you do is, because they are part of your family, you find a way to reconcile and try and solve the problem. Because if he goes out, it's bringing disgrace to the family. That's exactly what we're going through in Nigeria today. Thank you, Mr. President, for this wonderful day celebration. It looks good, because what it tells me is that Nigerians, we are proud of who we are. And that's a good thing. Except there's nothing to be really proud of. Because the land we took from the white people will still remain on Monileti tomorrow. That's the sad news. And the only reason, you see why I blame church again? The only reason I'm saying this, the only solution to our problem is to cultivate our land, not to disturb God. Let us go and cultivate the land. Pastor, if you listen to me, let us cultivate our land. Government, let us cultivate our land. You won't be a Robo man. Cultivate your land as Robo people. Igbo, cultivate your land. Yoruba, cultivate your land. So many ways we come together. I see this as a church. The family is one of the best units. And I said if we come together, no family will be poor. But we don't do it, man. We read the Bible in the wrong way. Miracle will come. Miracle is not going to come. I'll leave you young people to discuss the rest of the day. I've done my own bit. I came here to beg Nigeria to let you guys know that God gave us a promised land, a land that is flowing with milk and honey. All we really need to do is cultivate the land, and we're going to be better than China. Because if Chinese that doesn't have what we have, if they can grow, imagine if we begin to cultivate our land, it will take us only 5 years to defeat all of them. With the amount of talent I see here now, even on this platform, if I put you guys to good use, you will create things that the world has never seen. If we put our focus there, we need to put our focus in the right place. And we will do the best thing the world has ever seen. Nigeria got the potential. Look at young people. Maybe funny enough, our average age, the median age, they call it median, that's the average age, is 19 years old in Nigeria. 19, with a lot of energy to work. In UK, we'll be around 50. We don't old. So how can we be poor? Our soil, no need to repeat them again. You just look at our ground. God put oil. We don't work for the oil, no. It's just there. No, many wait. When I say Israel get oil, so they just put pipe enter ground. They go see oil for Israel. Our own a pipe, oh. Just drink the oil go down. You all drink the pipe go down. You go begin to pump out oil. Not be here with that day. They say one well turn to oil. Maybe who discovered that? It was on this broadcast. Say a river, a well in Ogun State. People wake up in the morning. What did they do at diesel? Question I asked. What are we asking God? That's my pain. I don't mean to insult anybody. But these are difficult questions we need to answer. And that's why it hurts when we see Chinese progressive and we are not. When we see the British people that came to colonize you, why they came, that's the question we ask today. They came because they saw something that they don't have. So they came to collect it. And we'll send them away. Are you looking down now, Evelyn, Edith? Are you sure your governor is looking at what is even in the land? Other than the small money, when be the budget, when be the fee, or how did they call them? When how much did they pay on Monile? The commission when on Monile gets. Your governor, you know what they you know what they the land. You know how many oil they in the drug eating oil for your own land. Our governor no know. The governor data say no say oil. They don't know. You know even concern and say oil they there. Now the small budget when it come from when they say oil, when they say remain, when they check give us. Then they celebrate so. We should be concerned, my children. 65 years down the line, we are not talking about how to drill our oil. The one that the budget when it remain, when the share come, That's what we are spending. My people, Mary, are you not worried?
I am.
Thank you, my daughter. It's a call for worry. Because if as at today say now only with the drill our oil, we go choose who wants to sell. Go now, my Shell, Chevron, and then be the ruling company there. You hear me? Now Shell and Chevron. Go look at our foreign names. As we don't go school rich, Mary, we never get oil company when they drill our own oil. Delta State not get. Edo State not get. River State not get. But you see the wicked, they celebrate every day. They are very important people. They are very clever people, Mary. They are very intelligent people. You know, he come and misbehave on the social media. It's sad. If we can go back to what I say today, my message is simple. We were landlord, we are still landlord now. The landlord in us made us to say, tell our tenants to leave. They left. Maybe what they left with us, we couldn't even manage it. Meaning if we not they will not say we get oil. If they don't come, we not say we get oil, no marry. You know, if they tell you how many things we go put for this our land, maybe that place you get so. If they tell you what they under, if they tell you what God put for our land, now you see, now let them you go know what you are talking. I was talking to the Nigerian mineral export. You know, I registered with the Nigerian women in mining, so I do talk to them. The women in mining, Mary, if they count the number of mineral deposits in our land, there's no land that is left behind. They say Ghana get gold. Go to Zamfara first and see gold. Go there, Mary, and see what we call gold. If you go to Ondo State, you see Ondo State in a very poor state, Abi. That thing what they do quota for road. Now, waiting God give Ondo. I don't tell them before. In those days, Mary, that your state, they call a coal city. Enugu was coal city. That is the name of Enugu state. You know that one? Till today, we still call Enugu coal city. Why is it so, Mary? What is the government doing with the coal? If you see the coal, Mary, see this one. This made all this back of this things. Now coal they take the ground. Children. And this one can also be used to do solar panel. Oyibo come up with one solar panel. Our scientists never discover say other materials we get from Nigeria go do solar panel. Now only they are so Oyibo do and now we see they take and so many. So don't when you go school, engineering student, yeah, they come for them. When you go school, so now if you discover another solar panel from all the mineral, all the materials we get from Nigeria. Can't they do our own solar panel? No, we'll get problem. Like I said again and again, we're in a position to sell food to even the UK. The banana when I eat here, I want to see me come from Nigeria. Until that time reach, me and the government get problem. Me and the pastors get problem. Because Chinese, as far as I'm concerned, they don't know God. But they feed us. That's against the Bible tragedy. Bible didn't teach us. So say the children of the infidel are they will feed the children of God. The Bible didn't teach me that. It does not add up. People say it does not make sense. Thank you, my people. When I'm away, you guys do better. Let me get out. Because you women are doing better without that grace. So let me get out. Because when I know when they do better, I'm very sure. And they hear my voice when they do well. I'm leaving the show now. Make those people when they hate me, at least they will love my women. You know, say these guys they don't mean any evil. I mean, they're not able to follow yourself. Look, I go. Thank you very much, young woman. Very. We'll talk after the show, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we are even to round up the show already because my God, we stayed so long today. Okay, thank you so much, Lady Chris, for your contribution on the show. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Edith. Let's continue to celebrate Nigeria. Even as we're leaving the show, Nigeria is 65. No matter how we might want to see it, it is worth celebrating. So, happy Independence Day, Nigeria. Happy Independence to everyone. And let's continue to hope for a better Nigeria and a country with security. Like I say, security has been the challenge. Let's continue to pray for security in the state so that people can live, so that people's life will not be cut short just because they are Nigerians. That's one thing to worry about. I don't know if Edith has something to say or Gloria before we call the show wrap. Can you hear me? Gloria, do you have anything to say before we call the show wrap? Seems Edith network is bad.
You guys have said it all. Let us play our parts. Every one of us, we have roles to play. Let us not
Yeah.
neglect our duties as the citizens, So by the time we all realize ourselves and we play our parts, pay attention to what we have to do, then we can move to achieving a better Nigeria. For now, we'll celebrate our little wins. We celebrate ourselves because it's not easy. At least we are alive. We have gotten to this point, and hopefully, we'll have more things to celebrate as we celebrate more independence.
Sure. Thank you so much. This will be a good place to wrap up the show. Please continue to follow us on our social media page. Subscribe to SRTV Television on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend about SRTV. We have a lot of educative content to bring to you. I will see you again tomorrow on Rise and Shine Nigeria on African Renaissance Television. I remain your girl, Mary Lizzie. Bye. Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than SRTV Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. SRTV goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your SRTV Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us